the veteran, like this gets to go full circle back to this being a younger roster. There are times where I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think number one, the necessity for it is lessened because you looked at Gase and Saleh weren't former players, and they both defaulted to player-run locker rooms. And the Jets rosters reflected that. The Jets gave a record-shattering deal to C.J. Mosley because Gase needed a CEO of the defense. Like, I know this. Like, I'm not guessing this. I remember the conversations I knew going on inside the building on why they kept pushing the chips on the table to get they wouldn't be denied Mosley.
Yep.
Saleh, he'd probably be the first to say it. Like, they're adult. He used to say it, like, they're adults. I'm going to treat grown men like grown men. And there was times where that blew up in the Jets' face. Bowles is interesting because Bowles was a good NFL player with success, but Bowles' personality defaulted a little bit to letting the players, take care of themselves. But Bowles got on guys, and he had a staff that was a player staff. So Glenn doesn't need it as much, but I also think it's because it's the first year. I think next offseason you will see when the Jets are trying even more to win a little bit more, they'll supplement the roster with certain vets.
I mean, I'm also going to shout out some unsexy names that people might not want to hear that the coaching staff probably is looking towards as veteran leaders. Tyrod Taylor.
Absolutely.
There's a leader in the locker room. Even if he's a backup, he's going to set the example. Guys respect him. It pains me to say this, but it's the coaching staff. They're probably right now looking at Alan Lazard and Josh Reynolds and saying veterans who have been there and been in playoff games. And I don't know if Lazard will be here or not. If it's not, it's Reynolds, who played in the NFC Championship
game.
Do
it or you're cut, right?
Yeah, exactly. So they're probably looking at those two and being like, those are veterans for us. And they also brought over guys in Cisco and Stevens who are not that young. Like, they're on the younger side, but they played in the league for a few years and have games under their belt overall. So
Quincy's not young.
Quincy's not young either.
Like almost 30?
Yes. I think he's 29. He could be 29 this season.
Yeah, he turns 29 at the end of camp.
Yeah, in the building, and other names like Nandi and Cowart, who the position coaches have coached elsewhere and are like, these guys played, and he played for the Chiefs and he played in the Super Bowl, and maybe he's only going to play 37% of the snaps, but we look at him as a veteran, even if these are not the most exciting names overall. Also, somehow, some way, and we're all just going to have to keep dealing with this.